When I heard Mini was coming out with a wagon, I just hopped right on a plane to come here to the English countryside to check it out. So wait, this is Fort Sheridan Park. But, I mean, it kind of looks like England, doesn't it? They finally let me test a wagon. And since Mini just came out with this 2016 Clubman S, we're going to check it out and see how it is. Mini first rebooted their original concept 15 years ago. And ever since then, they've been creating all sorts of different versions. Generally, they've been on the same body. This one actually is longer. It's 10 inches longer, and it's all within the wheelbase, so you get extra usable space, like you'd expect from a wagon. If you're looking for a Mini, you're definitely looking for this iconic style, and it really works with the longer proportions of this car. They actually made it wider as well as longer, so the proportions are a little bit different, which actually makes it look a lot more refined. Because it's Mini and they love doing things different, instead of having a regular opening hatch of them back here, they've got these split doors that actually make it nice and easy to load, and you don't have to worry about hitting your head on the lift gate here. So it's pretty ingenious, a little bit quirky, but Minis are quirky. Most people know that Mini is actually built by BMW, and this twin-power 2-liter turbocharged engine is used in a lot of BMW's platforms, but it really shines in this smaller, lighter chassis. They've tuned it to sound a little sportier. It really fits the personality of this Mini and makes it fun to drive. So the interior of this Mini is just as quirky as you might expect. They've moved the giant center tack into the center to make room for the iDrive display here, borrowed from BMW. Much improved over some of the early generations that people didn't like so much. They've also added this color trim around here, which it lights up when various things are happening. If you're backing up, it'll flash red. It goes for the rev limiter to help you shift. It's kind of quirky. I mean, everything about this car is kind of quirky, but that's what makes Mini a Mini. In addition to adding length to this Mini, they've widened it as well, which gives you a lot of space on the inside. It's deceiving because Minis look small, and they're called Minis. But you get inside and there's a ton of room. A lot more room than you get in a similar looking car, let's say a Fiat. Similar look, but a lot less space on the inside. And this Clubman just takes it even further. It's nimble, turns in really easily. It's got a lot of grip. You know, as with most front-wheel drive cars, it's going to end up in understeer. But Minis have always been front-wheel drive, and they've always been fun to drive, and this one is as well. Like a lot of cars these days, you've got some driving modes to choose from. They've got the standard mode, and then a green mode, or an eco mode, and a sport mode. We don't really know what the normal mode is for. I kind of feel like you'd either want it to be sport or eco. And whenever you start the car, it starts in the normal mode. You can't make it always in the sport mode. You might be able to somewhere in the settings, but we haven't been able to get to it yet. So it definitely makes a difference. The sport mode, everything's sharper. Throttle response is sharper. The steering tightens up. Engine gives you more power. In the green mode or the eco mode, it actually pulls back power from the engine to save fuel. Another way this Mini saves fuel is active start-stop. At lights, the engine will shut down and start up. A lot of other cars have that, but the unique thing is this is a manual transmission, so it actually works really well as soon as you get going, or as soon as you want to get going. Fires up right away, and it's pretty seamless. It feels a little odd when you're sitting at a light and you tap the gas and nothing happens. This particular version that we're driving is not a base entry-level model, but it's not a fully loaded model. We really love the sport seats in this. They're cloth, very supportive, adjustable bolsters, leg supports, but this isn't really a high-spec interior. And when you do get the leather and the nav and all the other things, you can easily get over $40,000. This particular one's $32,500, which we think is still quite a lot for a Mini. Now for that $32,000, you get a really great engine, nice power, and more importantly, incredible efficiency. We're getting about 28 miles per gallon. even with the mixed driving that we're doing. So you get a lot for your money, and it's a really fun car. I know that you can get other cars with maybe more features for less money, but to get a manual transmission, this kind of engine, this kind of chassis, with the fun looks of the Mini and all the space you get, it's a great car.